when I was younger, probably in high school, I got my chest waxed. My entire chest.
Wait, why?
I didn't want to shave it. And my mom's friend did it. And I was like, I just want to wax my whole chest. And my mom was like, all right, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. My entire chest and stomach, the whole thing. And it was
Over the nips too, or do they skip the nip?
She did like right close to around it. But it was painful. And my mom was just dying laughing the whole time.
Oh, yeah. I would have loved to watch it.
Jocelyn Perez, you're a licensed esthetician at Everglow Spa. You're an influencer. You have one thing. Tom was real nervous about having you on because of how many followers you have.
It's too many.
When he sees big followers, he just
or I guess
nervous.
6 digits, not triple, but
yeah, 6 digits. What do you have? 100-something thousand?
Yeah.
101. I just checked.
And they're real too.
They're real.
I confirm that because I'm big on this. When people have fake followers, they have 100,000 followers and they get like 21 likes on their pictures. It's not right. All right, let me give them Jocelyn Perez, Jocelyn Perez. I say Z, skin. That's your Instagram. You have Facebook, but not really. It's mostly Instagram.
Mostly Instagram and TikTok.
All right. So give us kind of your number one ick about things people do with their skin.
Okay, my number one ick. Let's see. Whenever they don't wash their face, like
Randy doesn't.
Yeah.
How many times should you wash your face?
I think you should wash your face 3 times a day. Once in the morning, twice at night.
With just water?
No.
With soap.
With a really good cleanser.
Okay.
There's a whole routine.
I know.
Yes. There's reasons for this. Okay, so morning time, you need to wash your face because you brush your teeth in the morning.
Stay right up in there.
You need to wash your face in the morning time because you've been sweating all night. And also, if you're using retinols in the evening time, you don't want to have that on for the daytime because it's going to make your skin more sensitive, etc. You want a clean slate for the day.
Right. Let's talk about what a retinol is.
Okay. Retinol is vitamin A, increases skin cell turnover. A lot of people use it if you have oily skin too. It's really good for that as well. People use it for anti-aging, plumping of the skin, and people use it for acne as well.
So it's a cream.
It can be a cream. It's an ingredient that is typically in a cream. There are serums, but typically it's in a cream.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So morning routine.
Yes. Morning
with
routine,
a cleanser.
get it right. Evening routine, you want to do twice because you're going to be using sunscreen. And sunscreen is hard to get off. So you cleanse once to get everything off. And then your second cleanser can either be an exfoliating cleanser or, a targeted cleanser or just your regular one. You can use the same cleanser, whatever. And that really just cleanses the skin and preps it for your evening stuff.
Okay. So
where does a shower fit into that?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I thought that counted.
Think that's my only regimen on
that's what I was wondering if the shower counted.
If you're washing your face in the shower, I'm not judging because I do that too.
Like with a bar of soap.
Okay, no.
Okay.
No bar of soap.
I have an exfoliator thing that my wife has in there. It's like it's got little granules inside of it, but I never know how often to do it.
It's
I
not
feel
his
like
wife's. He's not. No, that's yours.
It's mine.
Yes,
she
does say
know
what to do with it.
Yeah, it's for your face, but it has like when I'm putting it on, it feels like it's scratching my face.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. So
can't be good.
I would want to see what it is and what it's made out of and the actual product. So there's a lot of really good products and there's a lot of bad products. Cleansers, they can last you for a couple months. So just might as well get a good cleanser. You can get a good cleanser for like $30. I use basically the same cleanser. I mean, for most of the time.
Morning, lunch, dinner, you use the same cleanser every time. Yeah, seems easy.
Yep, easy enough. But yeah, that's my ick, I think, just because that's where you get all your problems from. And then you're like, why is my skin like this? And I'm like, well, start with the basics.
So when you walk around, do people compliment you on your skin that you don't know?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, because Tom, I was saying this earlier to you, but like Tom will walk up to random people if they have nice skin.
I'm a big
just
skin
ask
guy.
them for their routine.
Well, here's the thing. Do you think, because I think, so you probably should think.
Yeah, this would make sense for you to think this too, obviously.
But your skin starts on the inside and works its way out, right? So I tend to think like you see somebody with good skin, they got a good whole routine on their body care, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. I think so.
So would you say the opposite then if they have bad skin?
Well, then I
Bad
think
routine?
there's some inside stuff we got to get to work on.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
Do you talk nutrition? That's what I was wondering.
Yes, big time. Nutrition. And there's a lot of hidden triggers too that they don't know with acne, like whey protein.
Really? Tell us about that.
Yes, that's a huge acne trigger. Peanut butter, huge acne trigger. Energy drinks.
What do they see? Like, what's the connection there? What do they?
A lot of
find
times,
that out?
like peanut butter, increases like oil production. I think it's like an androgen hormone. So when you have that excess oil production, and then your skin, when you have acne, like increases, like skin cell turnover is like way higher in an acne prone person.
Okay.
So a mixture of that, and then you get clogged pores. So yeah, and I think that's just like people don't know.
And then how do you know if your pores are clear? Like, I'd love to know that my pores are just breathing beautifully.
I mean, if you have like a lot of congestion,
Like sinusy?
No. Like I call like congestion like the little tiny bumps that you'll see on your skin. If you feel it, that's when you kind of know that you have, clogged pores. But I mean, it is normal to have like your pores to have, they're called like sebaceous filaments, like in your nose. Like, it's normal to have that. But if they're kind of raised or they have like a black head to it, kind of, then that to me is like congested skin.
Just clogged up.
And some people have big pores and little pores too, probably, right?
And
how do we know? Like, can we rate
Canadian.
Tom's or mine?
Yeah, feel free to.
Do you know how big they are just looking at us?
Where do you look? Where are you looking right now? What do you?
My bicep. Let's see. How are the pores on my biceps?
You can also tell by. I'll ask you. Okay, is your full body like? Are you usually more of a dry person or an oily person?
I think I'm more dry.
I don't know. I have no clue.
If you're more oily, larger pores.
How do you know if you're oily?
You usually you either wake up in the morning and your skin's just kind of oily,
Greasy.
or like as the day goes, it gets like oily. If you're not having like dry, flaky skin on your body, then you typically don't have like a dry skin type. But yeah, a lot of it is genetics, but a lot of it is imbalance in the skin. So you can just be super dry, but your skin is creating more oil. So then you're like, well, I'm oily, but I'm also like, I feel tight and dry. So that's just about the right product.
Yeah. So, all right. So if you feel tight and dry,
yes.
What's the go-to move? Because sometimes if I wash my face too much, I feel that.
Yes. And that is to me a dehydrated skin. So there's a difference between dehydrated and dry. So dry skin is usually something that you kind of already have. You're just like a dry skin type. Dehydrated skin is lacking water. Dry skin is lacking oil. So if you're dehydrated, a lot of people's skin is dehydrated. So you need to find like a hydrating serum to use. Thinnest to thickest with your products. If you use like a moisturizer, that's it. The moisturizer is just going to sit on top. It's not going to truly hydrate your skin cells. You can put a hydrating serum and then a moisturizer on top, and they both work really well together. So.
Gotcha.
So don't do anything without a hydrating serum first,
yes.
is what you're saying.
Hydrating serums are like the best way to balance your skin.
And what's in that? Is there a lot of like chemicals or is it natural stuff?
No, a lot of it is natural stuff. I use Image skincare. I love Image. They're very like clean and clinical. And they're based off of UK standards. So they don't have like all of the stuff that the United States allows in their products. Yeah. But a lot of it is like a fruit base, like berry based. There's a lot of like botanical based hyaluronic acid that you can get.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like the idea of can you just take like real fruit and just cut it open and rub it on your body?
I don't know. I
Never
wouldn't.
seen that done.
No, you'd have to do it every single day.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a lot of fruit.
I mean, I guess you could, but you'd
Then
be
you
all
gotta
sticky.
eat it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Get in your hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what's the way to put it on? Like, would I put drops on, or would I put it in my hands and then put it on?
So yeah, we wouldn't recommend you using the dropper to your skin, just because if it touches your skin, that's bacteria, goes back in the bottle, etc. I usually what I actually do is I have a hydrating spray first. So serums do get better into your skin with damp skin.
Like a little mist.
Yes. And I use a CBD facial mist that I love so much. So I spray that first. My skin is nice and damp. Put the serum like in the tips of my fingers, and I kind of like press it around and move it in circles and, let it soak in for a second.
Kind of work it in.
Put my moisturizer on.
Is there a time between serum to moisturizer?
No.
Right away.
Yep, you can put it right away.
Is the main focus just face? Like, is that?
For me, yes. Face, neck, décolleté. I work that a lot. A lot of like people who have been in the sun for years.
Yeah.
It's usually like darker here. So yes, if I don't know, if I physically could like work on helping people's bodies,
Like the
I
whole
would,
body,
but
yeah.
it's just, I think it would be a lot for my like.
Is that a thing like in the esthetician world where you just work, like you could go to somebody and they work head to toe?
Yes. Microdermabrasion.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that with the body wraps. I've actually had a body treatment done one time and it was really good.
What's the best treatment for Randy's cellulite? Like, is there a thing for that?
Okay. I like to read different things, and I've seen where cellulite is also linked to like dehydration too. I don't know how true that is, but
He doesn't drink enough water.
That's not true.
He drinks a lot of water.
I drink tons of
He
water.
just doesn't hold on to it. He pees too much.
Well, no, if you drink a lot of water, then you pee a lot,
That's
right? That would make
true.
sense
It's
to you, right?
I've also read too where you should put a little like Celtic salt in your water, like truly hydrate your cells. So, it can be genetic. But to help you, I mean, massaging the area, I think like any kind of lymphatic massage, get body massages, find a place that does body treatments can be helpful. You know, everyone says there's like a caffeine scrub that you can kind of make at home and use that, but you have to be consistent with it. So there's lotions that tighten the skin, but yeah.
Cellulite is like dimples in the skin, right?
Yeah. You don't know. Like,
he doesn't just
see him in there. So I guess along with that, are you into skin brushing like that? I've heard that's like a pretty good tool.
I think that's really good.
And that just kind of moves lymphatic fluid
and lymph is like very superficial to the skin too. So you're kind of doing that light movement, and it exfoliates the dead skin too.
That's the roller.
No,
that is the one. It's like a dry brush.
Oh yeah,
this is like a dog brush almost.
Yes, I've seen. Okay, so there's. All right, walk me through where does the roller fall in then?
We need all the tools. We should have had her bring.
I know. I have so many.
Just to go through all the tools.
So like, are you talking about a facial roller?
Yes.
Like you've seen?
Yep.
Okay. So there's different facial rollers. So facial rollers, yes, they do help kind of move fluid, lymph, etc. They're supposed to help like shape the face a little bit. I'm not a big lover in like jade rollers. Jade rollers are really porous, like the stone is kind of porous. And so it can really hold bacteria. So I'm just like, and how often are you going to like wash your, so I'm just not a big, whatever for that. But I do like stainless steel cold rollers.
Really?
All my acne clients recommend that.
You just throw them in the freezer.
Yeah, even those you probably just the refrigerator.
Really?
Like a little skin fridge. That's really, really good for acne and just calming, puffiness, feels good. Some people put their serums on and like, push it in that way, but.
Are you into essential oils and that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not directly on the skin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not really. There's like there's some skincare lines that are like so organic that they're just mostly essential oils. And I can see, I'm not going to name it, but there is one particular line that they'll come in and their skin's like really red and irritated. It can just be stripping because they're using the whole line that has like so many essential oils that are just not best directly on the skin.
Yeah.
But I love it, diffusing it.
Just more so like the breathing it in and that kind of thing, the misting it.
Yes.
Okay.
So probably a 30-minute routine in the morning is
that's what I was
wondering.
Your skin. Total minutes on you. Total minutes a day on you. What do you do? What are you putting in? What kind of numbers are you posting?
Is that including morning and evening?
The whole day.
Total skin.
24 hours.
Maybe like 30.
30?
45 total. My morning, that's quick because I'm always running late.
Yeah.
Evening time, if I'm feeling good, like, I'm going to take my time. This morning actually took me probably like 30 minutes just this morning.
Just prepping for the biggest podcast in Columbia?
Yes.
Well, you had a big day today. So you were on a panel earlier, right? Yes. At the Southeastern Institute?
Yes.
What kind of questions did they ask you there?
They asked like where I started. They asked like favorite skincare brands, advice for estheticians. One of them that I couldn't answer, I just wasn't ready, was like a favorite quote. And I was like, I don't have my phone on me to Google this. Like, I don't know. I don't have that. But that's mostly kind of just to help the students that are there. But I found out about that yesterday. And I just I didn't know. Just like this. I'm like, they're not giving me any questions to prepare. But it did prep me for this.
That's good. Once you have kids, you realize that you start getting quotes off the top. Pre-kids, I didn't have any quotes. But post-kids, there's things that like you just say all the time because you realize the things that irritate you.
Okay, yeah.
Like one of mine for my kids is always, we don't quit when we're tired, we quit when we're done.
Okay. I remember that. I told myself.
I think I made it up too. So if you want to put that in your phone, you can quote me later.
So only 30 minutes a day. I thought we were gonna go more.
I know that's not much at all. Although it's just skin. That
shower-
doesn't include
yeah.
makeup, anything
Yeah.
like that. Doesn't include hair.
My skin used to be really bad.
Really?
During
Was
the-
that your story? Does that bring us into like, I want to hear your story that got you into skin too.
That it got me into skin. So my skin was like where it wasn't super bad, but it wasn't great. It's something that I see a lot of where they're like, well, sometimes that breaks out, sometimes it doesn't.
Yep.
Like you always will have 1 or 2 pimples on your face, but it's not like terrible.
Yep.
That's how mine was. And I would buy a whole bunch of stuff and I'd use it for a month. And then I'm like, I don't know, I would just need a new routine. So I'd go to the store, just kept buying stuff, kept researching stuff. I spent more money on skincare then than I do now. So I didn't know what I wanted to do. Thought I wanted to do hair. Went to Paul Mitchell. Kept never committing to it. And then I was like, when do you guys do skincare? And they're like, we don't really do that here, but there's a school across the street does. I didn't even know what an esthetician was. And it was Southeastern Aesthetics when they were downtown.
How old were you at this point?
This is in 2018. So I don't know. I'm 30 now. So
25.
Okay. Thank you. So I went there and I toured it once and I was like, oh, I think I'm really going to like this. And I was like, even if I don't get a job and anything, I said, I'm going to learn. I'm going to pay this much money to learn how to take care of my skin.
Sure.
And I just fell in love with it. But for some reason during the pandemic, it got so bad. Like my skin was it was so bad. And then I was picking at it, whatever. So I think during that time period, I spent a lot of time on my skin. I was using so many different things and it was kind of hurting my skin. For some reason, when I simplified my routine, skin got so much better. So now I'm very I use the same kind of things. I will add in things slowly, but I don't do too much. I do a lot more healing stuff. A lot of LED light.
Nice.
So.
This is a funny story, and I wanted to bring it up as soon as possible.
Okay.
But Tom probably 2 years ago, Tom was growing this big beard. And it was big, and you can tell. Actually, you can't tell how that it's normally patchy right now.
I just got back from camp. I had to shave it down a little.
Yeah, but it's not. But it was for a while, it was really patchy. But then he started growing it out, and it was so long. Then his wife got him a facial for his birthday or something like that. And
Still haven't used it.
And they told him you have to shave your beard prior to the facial.
Which I thought,
So he just took him at his word, shaved his beard that he'd been working on for so long.
To a mustache.
Dude, just a mustache. And then the place calls and cancels it on him the day before. And then we meet an esthetician. We're having interviews in our office because we need an office manager. And one of them was a prior esthetician. And she came in and we were like, this is just a strange question, but do you need to shave your beard for a facial? And she was like, absolutely not. I've never heard of that before.
Where does that come from? That's what I'm worried about. I still haven't gotten the facial, and this is probably now 2 years.
And you've never grown your beard back to that length.
No.
You have to tell me where it was.
I will have to do it off the air.
Okay. So whenever I worked at this other place, somebody came in with a beard, and I did learn very fast, I don't need to go in there with all these cleansers because you basically need a shower to get all that off. So I kind of avoided the beard area a lot.
Just go above it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just go above it. You can with the first cleanse, but I went in there with a scrub. It was
intense.
It was intense. I was like, why did I do? I'm like, I'm sorry. There's still stuff left in your beard, but yeah.
Do you need to do stuff when you have a beard though?
Yeah. What do guys do?
A lot of them use beard oil. I feel like that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Keep that skin hydrated in the hair, not looking frazzled, I guess. But it's easier, I guess, to wash it in the shower.
We have a friend who straightens his beard with a straightener.
Wow.
Yeah, combs it out the whole nine.
Hope he uses heat protectant.
That's what I don't know what his products are, but
yeah.
That's amazing.
All right, so we now know, guys that are listening, we can come to you. We can keep our beard. You can work around that. That's good.
Yes.
What percentage of people that come in to see you are guys?
Way smaller now that I have my own place.
Yeah.
5%, 2%.
Yeah, and it's usually my clients, husbands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they come with them and they just watch me torture them, squeezing their nose and stuff.
Yeah. What? That's what I was wondering. Are there things that gross you out that you see that you
no.
Really just you love when
Wax.
stuff just has anything flown out at your face?
Yes.
And you like that?
No, I don't like that. That has grossed me out. Sorry, I blocked out that memory. Yeah, that was bad. That was gross. So now, like, I don't know why. Now I can kind of see. I'm like, oh, this one's gonna be like a.
Yeah.
So you were popping a pimple and it shot on your face. Where did it hit you on the cheek?
It was like right
Was
here.
it-
Oh, it was
right on
so
your lip?
disgusting. It was so gross.
God.
Yes, it was so gross. So, yeah, that was nasty.
Did you just play it off like
Yeah, I
no
didn't
big
tell her.
deal?
Did
Oh,
you leave it
I
there the whole time?
Oh no, I have like a mirror that can kind of like stand up, so I just like
Wiped it.
yeah, I just wiped it, and then I washed my face afterwards, and I put like a toner on and everything, like all over my face. But yeah, it has not happened since.
Now, what do you say to people that are big on like the microbiome and they're saying just leave the bacteria, leave the natural, like the hippies that are out there that just kind of they just flow through and don't want to touch anything?
Oh, just their face in general.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
if that's
armpits
if you're
or
like
legs.
if you're like super want to do that, like of course do whatever you want. But if you're like I want to do this, but I also like want you to take care of my clogged pores, well,
Right.
let's wash your face. But I do believe in like I actually use Image has a new line. It's all about the microbiome. It's the biome line, and I use most of that actually.
That's cool.
So like I said, I like more healing stuff, and I realized on my skin like that. I was doing way too much when my skin freaked out. Too many like acids, too many like
Right.
it was way too much. So I do agree with that to some extent, but I mean like you should still wash your face and your armpits.
So if you're rating a person, because that made me think like, all right, so there's some people who do a lot and their skin's still not great, and there's some people who do nothing and they have great skin. So if you were gonna rate, how would you rate my skin 1 to 10?
Ooh, I like this.
10 being exceptional.
And then we got to show our Mark Losby skin.
Oh yeah, we'll show you.
Okay, so I would say your skin is
You can't choose a 7.
No.
4.
I wasn't gonna say 7. I was gonna
Okay.
say I was gonna say 5 to
Okay.
6.
All right. All right. Now
Am
all right, now do Tom. Now let's do Tom and Brett
And
too.
look at the elbows. Look at I just
Yeah. You're a little higher. You're a little bit more hydrated.
good tan.
Yeah.
Good hydration.
I forgot to put my
I would say for a
moisturizer on
guy
before
like
I
a
came
7
in.
to, like an 8 probably.
That makes
What?
sense. That makes sense.
It's just a little dehydrated.
All right. I can agree with that.
But it's not red.
He's not holding on to the water, which I've been trying to coach him about that. He needs more.
I didn't
get
know
you a
that I need a
hydrating serum.
lubricant before my moisturizer.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
literally.
really not bad. You're not like sunburned, not a lot of sun damage. So
You
Yeah.
like
I should say 6. I'm sorry.
No, I think that's
No,
right.
I think 5 is
Oh yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Okay.
Here, take a
Because
look
I'm
at
going
our
to be
friend
most
Mark.
improved.
Oh, my skin looks
This
really
is
good.
Mark Losby.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Wait till
Yeah.
I mean, his back, his chest,
Yeah. Yeah, his skin
Arms.
looks really good.
probably
Good job.
9.
Good job,
maybe
Mark.
he
9,
says
9.5.
he says it's because he drinks a lot of water. But I think he's one of those guys that would have like a hour and a half skincare routine and pretend like he does.
Yeah, yeah. We don't know if there's some secret stuff. I think.
Okay.
I think he
That's
uses
fine.
coconut oil and shea butter and
Okay.
some things like that he just doesn't tell anybody about. So, what should a guy routine look like? It can't be 30 minutes.
This is good. Yeah, I need to get
We
from
need
a
we need
5
a
to a
1.
9. I want to be a 9
Yeah.
at least.
Okay.
He needs a
so-
3-minute a day routine.
Okay. And that's what I take in consideration. Whatever you're going to do consistently.
Yes.
And
So-
I need coaching on when to do it because it's like I wake up in the morning and then I'll do whatever. I'll homeschool my kids. Then I'll work out. Then I shower.
Okay.
Then I go to the office. Then I come home and we'll like go for a walk. Then I go. So there's like all these weird points when I don't know what to do.
Exactly. Okay. So I would probably, if I were you, would wash my face in the shower after you work out.
Okay.
And you want to get like a nice good cleanser. You don't want the water like just running over you. Your cleanser doesn't need to be so watered down. You know, step out of the water for a little bit, make your hands like whatever a little dry, and just take the time just to go around, you know, like washing it really good. Then rinse it off.
So this is at like 11 o'clock, let's say.
That's fine.
Doesn't matter. Even if I get up at 7 or 6:30.
I think that's fine. I
Yeah.
think that you're more apt to doing it during the shower than like not. So it's like whenever you're most.
And he's just
All right.
using his hands, no special cloths or anything like that.
Just your hands.
And so I'm in the shower. I'm almost done. I
Mhm.
put it on my hands, rub it on my face,
Yes.
and then I put water in my hands to wash my face.
Yep. You don't want it so watery. You want it to be able to kind of grab the dirt. So you just do that, rinse it off, and then when you get out of the shower, you need to have maybe a hydrating serum.
Have I shaved yet? That's a question.
Do you shave like every day?
Every other day.
You can shave first. So shave first.
Okay.
So shave, and then when you're done with that, I would like rinse my face or whatever you do. I don't know.
Do I have to do anything before I shave? Like, is
No.
there a, I don't know.
It would be
pre-skin
to me.
thing?
There's like no use because you're probably gonna like rinse your face anyways,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So I would just go straight into shaving. have a hydrating serum afterwards, and press that serum into your skin. Like, you don't want the products all over your hands because you're just going to waste it. So just press that everywhere. And then depending how you, like, some people don't like a lot of products on their face if they don't like the way it feels. So you could just do a hydrating serum and then a moisturizer with SPF in it. And just do that. If you're super dry and you're like, I need more, hydrating serum, moisturizer, and then moisturizer with SPF. So, it's up to you. You could either have 2 or 3 products in the morning time. Totally fine. And then you're good for the day. And then the evening time, if you could just go in there. I would say I don't want to say it, but for girls, it's definitely more important to double cleanse because we usually wear makeup or tinted stuff. If you're just easier for you to just wash once, then that's fine. At least you're cleansing once. With your same cleanser that you cleanse in the shower. Yep, just a gentle cleanser.
So this facial scrub thing that I have, I should probably not do
just
that.
wait on the scrub.
What is it, sandpaper?
Yeah.
It's got like granules in
and
it.
It's just you just rub it on. It's probably like a foot scrubber.
I was gonna say
it's
like
a facial.
it's
a facial scrubber that has, I think there's activated charcoal in it, and then it just has a little bit. So I think you're supposed to like rub it in your nose to like
try to loosen it up.
Yeah.
Is it like Clean and Clear or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, just use that on your elbows or something.
Okay. Right.
Wait till you get your routine right, and then add in an exfoliator.
And ears and neck should be included or not included?
Yes.
Ears?
Yes. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Ears, the neck, definitely. Always the neck. So do that. And then in the evening time, you can actually just do double cleanse or cleanse once, hydrating serum, and then a moisturizer without SPF.
And then when do I do my rollers and my brushing?
If you want to do a roller,
well, I got to get to a 9. How do I got to go 4.5 points up?
It's a lot. You got a lot of work.
Yeah.
I think if you just have a simple routine at home and then you go get like regular facials, your skin is going to be like, your facials are where you're going to use your exfoliating products, peels, stuff like that. That's really going to help get that dead skin off. If you want to use a roller, you can, but I just think your hands are just good enough. You can do lymphatic massages with your hands with that that serum, just kind of going up, going down the neck, down to the underneath collarbone. I think those are fine enough. But if you want to use it, some people just like it. Just use it.
How often should somebody come see a professional too? Like, is there a regimen where it's almost like a haircut type of thing?
Yes. So skin cell turnover, it's typically 28 days, but as we get older, that goes up. So usually once a month is what we recommend so that we can increase your skin cell turnover. And we do that with exfoliating products, AHAs, peels, to increase that skin cell turnover. So every 4 to 6 weeks.
And a peel. All right, maybe we need definitions. I need microdermabrasion, chemical peels.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what else there is.
Microdermabrasion is a physical exfoliant. So yes, it's gonna like take off that rough dead skin. It's okay. It's nothing bad. You can use it to prep your skin for a peel. It's kind of like older technology, but it's still like people love it. It does make you feel like your skin is getting really clean. It's like a vacuum kind of. So yes, it's like a physical. It's it's really good to do on first time. So then there's enzymes. Enzymes are typically made out of fruit enzymes. They kind of act like little Pac-Man on the skin. They're eating up dead skin, dirt, debris, but they're also like filled with vitamin C, like putting fruits all over your face.
Yes.
But like just much better.
That's my secret regimen.
Enzymes are amazing. They are. Yeah. And there are some enzymes that you can use at home that you use like twice a month to like keep up in between facials. I love enzymes. They plump the skin, hydrate the skin, just make it feel so good, like it's breathing. Okay, that's very light. And then you have like level 1 peels kind of that are kind of like superficial, I would say. They're using more like different acids depending on your skin.
Yeah.
If you have dry skin, I'm going to use something different. If you have oily skin, if you have acne skin, if you're looking for, anti-aging. So, and then there's like medical grade
How
peels.
intense does it get? Yeah. What's the most intense peel?
The most intense peel that like I'm allowed to do without a doctor, it cannot have a pH lower than 2.
Wow, that seems even low.
Yeah.
So you can go 2.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, with a medical grade, like you're gonna get like the Perfect Derma Peel is like a really popular one, but you have to have a doctor.
And
you
what
can
does that
feel-
look like? So who would need a more like that level of intensity, or
It-
who would want that? I guess.
If somebody has a lot of hyperpigmentation, that's really difficult to like treat really fast. Like acne is easier to treat faster than hyperpigmentation. So I think a lot of people use like medical strength peels for that. If you have really
And that lightens the skin. Is that what it's doing? Oh,
It's like basically, but it's just a part of it. Like you also need to have like a melanin inhibiting serum, like a brightening serum every single day because those melanocytes are just like shooting out pigment all the time from various reasons. So you need to like do at-home stuff is 80%, professionals 20%.
Are you familiar with Sammy Sosa and Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson, yes.
Is that what Michael Jackson did to like get lighter?
No, I don't know what he did. What did he do?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering. Like I couldn't understand
thought he
because
took
Sammy
something
Sosa
for
did
his-
something similar.
His
He's a baseball.
vitiligo or something. He took something for it and it like accidentally bleached. No, I don't think so.
It wasn't an on purpose thing. Like I never looked into it, but
I don't know. No, it won't like bleach your skin. It will just lighten your skin, basically giving you that baby skin, which your skin was like before the damage from the sun, hormones, etc.
And then isn't there like a Dracula facial? I think it's called.
Oh yeah, I've seen it, the vampire facial.
Or that, yeah.
So yes, I think in the right setting, like I think that's it's awesome because it's using your own plasma. But you just have to make sure that where you're going is the right way. Because have you seen like the bad,
No, I haven't.
people like doing that, and they're not changing out the cartridges, and so like I think-
other people's blood and stuff.
and
Oh,
so they got like
God.
diseases and stuff. Yeah,
What?
that's why you just have to make sure you're going to like a good spa.
And so they draw your blood, then they just rub it on your face, or do they like puncture your face and?
They draw your blood, they spin the blood, they get the plasma, and then they use that plasma and they like microneedle it into your skin. And so it's like your own plasma. It's just more of like
Kind
a
of-
natural way, I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
But I cannot do that.
Yeah, it's like platelet-rich plasma, basically.
Yep.
Yes, which is big. I think is a good thing. But
I think so,
usually,
too.
I've never seen it done by like a non-medical doctor. What about wrinkles?
Yeah.
Because I think that, and I don't really know. I think wrinkles. There's certainly a part that's genetic, and then I think a lot of people pretend they get Botox and pretend that they're not getting Botox.
I like wrinkles.
You're in.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
what my
into
husband
'em.
says too.
Yeah. I think it looks a little weird.
No
like,
wrinkles looks weird to you.
Really weird.
Yeah.
I mean, at a certain age, like before that, it's like, okay, that's expected. And at a certain age, you're like, what?
I think I might
You're
like
into-
no wrinkles.
It's like
I'm
just
happy with
plastic.
that.
I don't like that.
You
Like,
don't want the
like if you're
plastic
70 with no
appearance.
wrinkles, that's weird.
Yes. it
But
gets
then also
weird.
sometimes they're like 30 with more wrinkles than average.
Yeah.
Yes. If you like in your 20s, early 20s, teenager years, just like did not take care of your skin, and you're 30 and you have wrinkles that make you look like you're 40, like get the Botox because my facials are not going to do what, they're going to help lighten it. But if you were really just concerned about this one large wrinkle, like just get the Botox if you want it.
Let's talk Botox.
Okay.
It just seems a little weird to me that we're putting it's in the name, toxin into the body.
I know. And there's some things that I'm like, no, I'm not injecting that into my body. But then I'm like, okay, I'm going to go get some Botox.
Right. Right.
It's like,
Right.
I don't know, is it cognitive distance, whatever. I don't know, when you're just kind of like, I'm not going to think about that. Yeah.
I think you have to, well, I
It's
think
gotta
also
have-
you're always going to just choose the things. Like some people is like, oh, I would never eat that, but I'll drink alcohol, or I'd never
Exactly.
smoke, but I would drink, or whatever.
One thing that I think about when someone's like, oh, should I get Botox or should I get lip filler?
Yeah.
I am like, okay, first of all, let's look at your skincare routine. You're going to freeze your face and then you're still going to use like terrible facial cleanser and like moisturizer. No, because you're just freezing like not good skin. If you're going to get lip filler, but like your lips are always crusty because you're not putting anything on them, I'm like, okay, how about let's start doing this? Like, I think it should be in a company with good skincare.
Yep. I
We
agree.
never even talked about lips.
Hell yeah.
Is there anything for guys' lips that we should know about?
What are you looking for in male lips?
I'm sure they're like always better than like just how guys have better eyelashes. Like, nothing. Just like hydrating
I wonder
them.
why that is.
I don't know.
Do you think it's because guys don't wear makeup? Like I feel like
I
makeup's
think that with lashes.
Yeah.
Because mascara, and we start wearing it at a young age, like dries out your lashes. I do lash lifts, which like perm the lashes, and usually it makes people not wear masks.
Like curl them?
Yeah, it's like a perming solution.
Really?
It's really cool. I like it. But usually they don't wear mascara for 6 weeks, and they come back and their lashes look so good. They're like so long, and I'm like, that's probably because you haven't been wearing mascara. So I definitely think that's why.
So like chapstick, like you would wear chapstick.
I'm a chapstick
right?
guy.
I just always, it seems weird to me, but maybe I should. I don't know. SPF.
I'm trying not to look at your lips.
That's how you get your numbers up. You gotta have good lips.
Well, that'll give me from a 5 to
anything
a 5.5.
that's skin, like take care of it.
Yeah. Yep. Now, your husband, right? You're married? Tell us about his skin and his Reggie's.
Okay. George is like, he has like such good skin, but he doesn't do anything to it.
See, I think that might be there's something to it.
I don't know. It's so, but he loves facials. Like he always wants me to give him a facial, but no, like do not try to extract his nose or anything like that. No, he just wants to be like massaged and like pampered.
You got to be in the right environment to say your husband loves facials.
Yes, that's true.
You know, because it could be taken a little weird.
I can think of a different word. Yeah.
All right, well that's good. So no major routine for him. He just kind of has. Is he? What ethnicity is he? Is he
Puerto
like,
Rican?
Yeah,
that's why.
I feel like the darker skin just got.
Well, actually,
the sun like does it for him.
It does.
You know?
Oh yeah, he would go on a walk and he's like so tan. But when he was in high school, he had really bad acne, and he got on Accutane.
That stuff's bad.
Oh, it's so bad. And
yeah.
he had to stop it after 4 months, I think, because the blood work came back. But he looks at it now that we're so much more like health conscious. He was like, I think that if the dermatologist was just like, let's look at your diet, his acne would have been cured. Because he said he ate like Doritos and fruit roll-ups like every single day.
Yep.
So I think that's crazy because he had to go on that, like, and it could have just been a diet related.
100%.
Yes. And I think even Accutane, I've heard of like causing like suicidal tendencies.
Like, yes.
I know people in high school had to get off it because they felt like they wanted to commit suicide just from taking it.
So sad. And that's why I love acne. So I started with Face Reality, and they have like an acne specialist program, and it's really to help people fix their acne without going to medication like that, including antibiotics, creams. And it focuses on your products at home, your treatments in-house, and your diet and your supplements. So it's like a whole big picture. And I love it so much. And it helps so much. So
if somebody has a ton of acne, like just almost like cratery type, you can't get in there and really pop it, right? Like what
those
you
kind of leave alone. So typically those are inflamed acne. That means acne bacteria is present. So we all use benzoyl peroxide for that. If they have an allergy, there are alternatives. But typically what I do is I see them the first time. I test their skin. If their skin can handle a peel, I will do a peel on the first time and give them their whole regimen, which includes mandelic serum and benzoyl peroxide. And then I see them back in 2 weeks. Typically within that 2 weeks, that inflammation has like already decreased. Like inflammatory acne is treated faster. Like it usually like reacts faster than non-inflammatory, the like blackheads, the ones that are stuck in there. So
how fast could somebody get to clear skin like that?
So it takes about 90 days for acne to form in the skin. So you could have a pimple that started to form 90 days ago. So I always say at least 3 months, because in that 3 months you could have new acne coming up. But usually with like all of them, there have been some stubborn cases, but usually all of them, like I see them every 2 weeks. It looks clear every time.
Yep.
There might be a little bit more of a breakout like in the first 2 or 3, but after they get past that third visit, their skin's doing good.
Do you do photographs before and afters and that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. What's the first visit look like with you? Say somebody just wants to just get in a good routine. They don't have anything specific. What's day one look like?
Day one, I'm very like a relaxation like esthetician as well.
Like playing bongos and bells.
Oh yes, definitely. Yep. All of those things.
Chanting.
Yes,
yeah, I get
exactly. It. Okay. So my lights are dim. I have like a reddish color light, essential oils. During the wintertime, the bed warmer's on, have a bed foam, like really cozy bed. I think that's like the best thing. Yeah. Really cozy bed. And then I get in and I just like talk to them like, how is your skin? I always say that, like, how is your skin? Right. And, what they like, what they don't like, what they're using at home. talk to them a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and I always start with an oil cleanse, exfoliating cleanse. I said, then I'm gonna take a look underneath and we're gonna see what treatment we'll do today. So for the first 15 minutes, it's just like total like relaxation. They're just getting
Nice.
like such good cleansing, and then I extract if they have anything.
Nice. Is that your favorite part? Like just getting in there and digging stuff out?
Sounds gross.
Yeah.
It's like a shovel, like just.
Because if I don't get it out, like it's not gonna come out mostly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How, what tool do you use to like
I
say
have
a blackhead?
So I have one it's called a Preston extractor, and it was pretty pricey for an
Really?
extractor tool. I mean, it was like $120, but usually like extractor tools are like so cheap. And it has this special hook, and so all you do is like I'm looking at the pore and I can see which way the like clogged pore is. Gently press on the side of it, it just comes right out.
Releases out.
Mm-hmm. Some of them I will use like my fingers, glove wrapped in like
Yeah.
tissue. And for the most part, like the big ones, I kind of just leave it alone unless they're like, it's been in here forever, and I take a lancet and I take what I can out,
Yeah.
and then.
Do you dream about stuff like this? Like, does that ever pop up where you're like working on somebody?
Oh yeah, probably.
Because it's like relaxing when you get that thing to come out.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Or like if I have somebody that has nothing and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
what are
so
you gonna do?
bored. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Just got to rub cream on
Oh my
them.
God.
Some
Some
people have
perfect
nothing.
Skin.
Some people have perfect skin that come to you.
Perfect skin. I have somebody who has perfect skin, and she uses. I think she follows this podcast, but she uses Dial
Yes.
soap.
Right.
Like the bar soap.
There's some secret. My
But-
grandpa used Dial for everything.
Yeah.
Hair, like shampoo. That was his shampoo.
Yeah. Oh wow. Well, it's
Just full body.
antibacterial, so I
Yeah.
mean, it works for some people. She doesn't have any skin concerns, so. And she's the type too. If she tries something new, it's like her skin freaks out. If you are fine and you don't have any concerns, like unless it's super terrible, then
Yeah.
I'm just here to give you your facial. You know.
Do you use a magnifying glass? Is that like how are you seeing everything?
I don't know. I think I have good eyesight.
You really? I was wondering about
Mhm.
your eyesight.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
When's the last time you had your eyes checked?
Oh, they told me
High
is it
school.
2010. Is that like better than 2020? Yeah, they told me that.
Oh yeah, you could probably fly.
That was like.
You could be a pilot.
Yeah.
Pretty
Hopefully
good.
it stays that way. I don't know.
You ever wear fake glasses?
No, I have some, but I just feel like fake. So
Yeah. Same.
just don't. They're like blue light. I'm like, I just feel like a phony.
There's nothing more irritating when people who actually need glasses see
It's
people
so
wearing
bad.
fake glasses.
Now is in the esthetician world, that's makeup too, right? Are there different divisions? Like, kind of walk us through the different divisions.
So yes, aesthetics. There's skincare. There's waxing. There are lashes, brows, and makeup. There's even like special effects makeup. Then
Oh,
there's
yeah.
the medical side. You can go for like medical aesthetics. You can do lasers. You can do microneedling. You can
Yeah.
do permanent makeup. That's like a huge thing now.
Yes, tattooing.
Tattooing, like that was actually one of the things I was telling like at the panel thing.
Yeah.
It's like this industry is so big. Like some people think like, oh my God, it's like oversaturated. It is not.
It's massive.
Like this school is pumping out. Like there's so many students that go there, and everyone is fine. That's not a problem. There's
Yeah.
so many avenues you can go to.
Mhm. Wow. So when I was younger, probably in high school, I got my chest waxed. My entire chest.
Wait, why?
I just wanted. I like
Just
didn't
wanted-
want to shave it. And my mom's friend did it, and I was like, I just want to wax my whole chest. And my mom was like, "All right, are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah." My entire chest and stomach, the whole thing, and it was
Over
so.
the nips too, or do they skip the nip?
She did like right close to around it,
Mhm.
but it was painful. And my mom was
Unenjoyable.
just dying laughing the whole
Oh
time.
yeah, I would have loved to watch it.
But I don't. Is that a normal? Have you ever seen that before?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
When
yeah, that-
when I worked at
All right, I'm
Oco,
glad that's
I
more
don't know if I'm allowed to
normal
say
than I
that.
thought it was.
Oh yeah, that's totally normal.
Yeah.
When I worked at Oco, I'm allowed to say that. There's nothing wrong with it, but I had a lot more male clients, and
Yeah.
a lot of them were like back wax, chest wax.
Yes.
There's the lady that was there. Shout out to Carla. She's amazing. She taught me how to do Brazilians. She does manzillions. That's something I will
What?
not do. But yeah.
That's just so the man's or
I guess it makes sense. I've
it's
never
like I'm
thought
getting
about
the
it before.
visual here.
A
What
manzillion.
do you just kind of pick the area that you want to just zap, or the whole
it all.
thing gets zapped?
Whole thing, even the booty.
No way.
hmm
I mean, that's got to be messy.
S-
Do you?
There's a
shower
show.
them?
What show was that? Was that 40-Year-Old Virgin where they have
The
where
chat-
it gets
yeah.
waxed all the way? And
Yes.
they're like inside.
That's
I would think like, All right, well, let's go down this avenue. Are people showering like, I just think there's some gross stuff that you guys are dealing, especially the waxers. Like, I can't wrap my mind around people that are waxing other people.
Okay, so Carla, she definitely has probably experienced that way more than I have because she does so many more.
Yeah.
And she
Like-
has, but she's just the best person to do that. Like
Yeah.
she makes you feel so comfortable, and she's just
She cracking jokes at all, or like?
oh, she's so funny.
Yeah.
She's like, can I say badass? She's a badass.
Yeah.
Okay, so she is. So she's the perfect person to do that. I refused to do Brazilians in school, refused it for like 2 years. She was like, no, I'm going to show you, like, you can do it without hurting somebody. So she did show me a really good way. But I do Brazilian waxes on like the people I've been doing Brazilian waxes. I don't really market it.
So you offer that. You offer
I
it,
do.
but yeah.
And it does not bother me at all. And I have never had any issues. At OCO, we would always have like this like wipe. And we'd be like, okay, here's the wipe. And, you know, I'm going to
Like
leave the
clean
room.
yourself up, yeah.
Now, I mean, I'm so familiar with everybody that I do that I don't have any issues.
Yeah. I'm wondering, well, I guess I don't think I'm going to ask that. Let me go a different way. So are you into laser hair removal, like instead of the waxing? Or what do you think? Like,
Well,
what do
I
you
mean,
think
that
about
would take, if it was somebody, which I just had that. I mean, if it's my client that I'm waxing and they get laser hair removal, that's like no more money for me for Brazilian waxing.
Right.
But I mean, if somebody wants to do that, that's fine. I don't, if you,
Works pretty
It doesn't
good. Like,
destroy the skin, though, I guess.
if
the question.
you are a darker Fitzpatrick, darker skin tone,
Yep.
you need to be very careful with laser.
really?
And not even super dark. Like even if you're like a middle, like a lot of like Hispanic or even
Yep.
Asian like
Yep.
descent, your skin hyperpigments like so much easier. So I've seen that before too, where like they're like, oh, I had laser years ago, and they have like a hyperpigmentation like here or on their lip, and it's just kind of like the worry of that happening. You never know. I mean, you signed your stuff, like
Yeah.
so that's the only part that's kind of scary.
Because they do laser treatments now, right?
Mhm.
Or like facial stuff.
Yeah, under a medical director.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I guess the point of that is to like decrease inflammation and
It's supposed to
regenerate
be
some
so for
cells.
people that just don't want to keep getting waxed, but you have to go through several sessions of it. There is one thing that I saw, one of the medical spas around here, they have this new laser,
yeah.
that hair removal, but it doesn't involve heat, and heat is usually the thing that kind of causes that hyperpigmentation. So like newer stuff
Gotcha.
coming out might be more helpful. But yeah,
Yep.
nothing. I've never even done it, so.
So I want to switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
I want to talk about your social media following
Okay.
because it's exploded.
How'd you do it? What'd you do?
Okay.
And you like being, you're an influencer, and you
This-
like the term influencer now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I guess I don't know. It was never something that was like in my like, okay, this is what I want to do. It just happened, and then when
Yeah.
it started happening, I was like, oh, this is kind of fun.
And you have you have a video that has like 10+ million
I know.
views.
And that's my
That's
friend. I'm
wild.
like, I saw her the other day. I was like, thank you. I was like, just so you know. And on TikTok, that same video like
Crazy.
has like almost 7 million. I'm like, I don't know what it is.
Dang.
Like, that's why social media, like George, my husband, he says social media is like a game, and it is. So it's like kind of fun. Now I'm like, okay, I want to get paid. So I'm like, how can I get paid from this?
Yeah.
But before, I mean, when I went solo January of last year, I think I had like 300 followers. So this happened all
No
like
way.
within a year.
So there's hope for Randy.
That's wild.
There's hope. Yes.
I'm at 134,
Okay.
Okay.
There's hope.
not 1,000.
Um,
So, 134 total.
It's okay.
And
Like I'm
growing.
telling you. And
And
even
growing.
whenever I did not, you'll see we used to make videos like all the time. And I mean, I would get like 20 likes. If I got 50 likes, I'm like, that was like amazing. So, but I didn't let it deter me.
Yeah.
I just did it for fun. I was like, okay.
But when you like, how fast did you see it go up? Like, is it like
Oh, really
1,000,
fast.
a
It
couple
was
thousand a
like-
month?
Yeah, it went up really fast. Like I think when I hit like 1,000, I was like, oh my God, I have 1,000 followers. And then it just like went from there.
Just went crazy.
A lot of my jelly mask videos, the company that I buy that from, they will always repost people.
Oh.
And I kept making like the videos with the jelly mask, and they weren't reposting me. And then they finally noticed me, and then they started reposting. So when you repost, they have like over 200K followers. So then like I was getting their followers, and then I realized I'm like, oh, this is how you play the game. you use
Tag,
products, from different companies. You make good videos and you post it, and they want free content for their page.
Right.
So
Definitely.
Yeah, that's good.
that's where it started. And then funny videos. I think like that. Those are just fun to make, and I think that also set it off. There's like one funny video that really set it off. So.
And who do you have anybody in Colombia that you want to sponsor you?
Oh, in Colombia, I don't know. I
No.
want Image to sponsor me.
What's
They
Image?
Let's throw it
Image skincare.
Why
they-
haven't they yet? Do you think?
So, well,
What
they
would it
asked me.
take?
They say we'll give you 3 products, retail size, to make a video for us. And I'm like, I'm buying those products anyways. And
Right.
so eventually, I was like, hey, like I actually want to get paid for this. So they call it a rate card.
Yeah.
So I made that, and then I got no reply. And then they like sent me another message like, hey, can we use this video? Now I'm just kind of like, ugh. I find like skincare companies, maybe they're new to the influencer world, so they're just not, they're not giving you good budget. I've had one budget for this other company that was like $500 for one video. But if you look at what I should be charging for a video, it's like $1,500.
Right.
But
And influencers make sense. Like I buy a lot of my stuff
Exactly.
just on people who I trust their opinion.
Exactly. But TikTok actually is where you'll get more stuff. Like I have less followers on TikTok, but if you put your email address in there, I get so many emails all the time. But a lot of it is like they want to send you products for a review, and I don't know.
Not
Nothing.
into that.
No, I want money.
Yeah.
Well, skincare,
Let's
but
get you
even
some
like
money.
the
Let's get her paid.
skincare,
Yes.
there's got to be other products that are similar to Image.
Yes. But what I would have to do is like I would have to take the time to like buy the products, really test
see
them
if you like
out,
it.
see if I like it. I don't want to just like sponsor something that I don't really know.
Right. Well, yeah, you would have to send an email to them and say, "Hey, I'm considering."
Yeah, and there was one company that I want to do something with that I'm still trying to talk to, and basically what they're going to try to do is instead of me buying their device outright, like I'll make a video per month to like pay towards the device, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
There's affiliate links, but
Do you do are you running all your own social media?
Yes.
Nice. Is that, I mean, how much is that time consuming, or are you pretty
I
natural?
no, it's really easy. Honestly, it takes
Really?
me like 5 to 10 minutes to make a video.
That's it.
I know. I don't know why. Like I did not
Why
do social
are you
media
like
before.
that?
It's fun.
It's just because that's what I always wonder is how, I mean, it happened so fast for you. And then you're sitting here going, yeah, just a couple minutes.
I don't know. We built a whole
know.
studio. We
We
hired a
got-
full-time person.
We got a good looking guy behind the camera. I
we
mean,
got
it's just-
scripts and all kinds of stuff.
So do you, I guess, are you tagging certain things and like hashtagging and that kind of world?
I will tag like products. So I always tag like whatever products I'm using, I'll tag. And usually they will like repost it. There's like one Instagram account that is called Skin Inc. Media, and they repost a lot of people's different stuff. I always tag them, and I usually get really good like feedback from them.
And they just ask you to release that to them, or how
Some
does
of
that
them
work?
ask, some of them just do
Just
it.
do it.
Oh, I found like several accounts that have like used my videos.
I was wondering if anybody sniped your stuff, like
Oh, a lot.
pretended
And
to be you.
one time Instagram did do something about it. I like sent them like all of this. Like I was like, here's the proof. Like she is literally saying she's put her own like
Right.
thing on there, watermark. And they did finally like take that down. But I don't find it, people send it to me, but it's my fault. I should put a watermark on the video. But then I'm like, it's just not as pretty.
Yeah. Are you from Colombia?
Kind of. I'm from Florida. I moved here when I was like 8.
So you're from
basically-
America, so that's basically Colombia.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
I am from here.
What part of Florida?
It was in Tampa.
Tampa, and then you moved here. What? How old?
I was like 8.
Oh, 8.
So I'm like basically
Yeah,
from
nice.
here.
Do you think Florida people are the most attractive in this country?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Really? Because statistically, and what
They don't even make the
data,
top 10
not even
according
in the
to the
top 10.
statistics.
I think Florida's the best. I would move to Florida.
You like Florida. What about the humidity? Anything that the people here, when it gets hot and humid, that they should be doing for skin?
Definitely like if you're sweating and then with the sunscreen, it's like a mixture for like congested skin. So
Yeah.
like double cleanse. Other than that, no. Usually like more humid, like your skin is gonna be a little bit better than like drier conditions.
And then how should we communicate to women or men, I guess, that they're wearing too much makeup?
Who
Because
is we? Oh, just like a
Just
woman
males,
that you know.
males in general,
Just be like,
or because I think we get a little stuck out there where have you seen that one transformation of the girl who is like toothless, like hairless? Like I
oh,
think you can Google, I forget what it is. You Google like ugly woman transformation type of thing, and then she turns into like this unreal. Like if you met her at the club, you'd be like, wow, she's hot.
okay.
And then, but she takes it, so she does a video from start to finish, like on how she got from like what she really looks like to the end. And it's like that shouldn't be allowed at
Okay.
some level.
See, I think the opposite. I think
Well,
there's no such thing as.
Too
I think
much
that's
makeup.
good for her.
Oh my
I think
goodness.
great for her. It's like
So
you
I
want her
love
to just
natural.
go out to like,
Yep.
why not let her look as good as
Well,
she
no,
possibly
I think
can?
that's fine with that. So for her, good for her. But it is a little deceiving and tricky. But I mean, there's a lot of things out there that sometimes, well, again, there's some
You want
things
people
that
to wear no makeup so that you can just see how
I
they
like.
actually look in
I
reality.
love the idea because I almost feel like certain makeup, it's like you're talking to a clown because they have a it's painted. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they literally start with, you don't know what their skin looks like because they paint the canvas blank and then put the makeup on top. That's what she basically did.
Yes. A lot of times they just don't know how to do makeup.
Mhm.
And I think there's a lot of insecurity with their skin. So I
Just
think it
gets, like,
starts with
real heavy.
skincare.
Mhm.
And I see that. They will come in with a full face of makeup to their facial.
Right.
Because they can't even stand walking anywhere from their house to
Gotcha.
there without
Yes.
makeup. So, and usually when I take it off, it's usually their skin's like a little bit red, whatever, and they're just using stripping stuff. And also we came, depending on their age, like kind of growing up, it's like all matte stuff, oil-free, matte.
Right.
And so they kind of just don't know, like, okay, no, the trend now is like more glowy skin. But sometimes they think, well, that means I look oily, But so it's more like a mindset thing. But definitely, like, I think less makeup is better for your skin.
Well, that's because that's what I was thinking. Like if you put paint on my body, it's not breathing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's
and the
daily.
ingredients in it.
Yeah.
As I have makeup on right now, but I don't care.
Oh, and I think makeup. I like makeup. Don't get me wrong. I think there's just a level where it's like, oh my god, this is a different person.
Yeah.
Kind of makeup.
Yeah, definitely. I think like every day, it's just kind of unnecessary. But I mean, I also enjoy watching the videos on TikTok of
People
girls
doing it,
that.
applying
That's
it
right.
all.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's an art for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
But some people just don't know how to put it on. So.
Do you see yourself in Columbia long term?
Ooh.
Oh boy,
She
you
wants
want
to
to
go
go
to
back
Florida.
to Tampa?
I don't know.
Is your husband a homer? Like he likes it here, or
No,
is
he wants to move all the time.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he wants to move all the time. So we lived in Greenville for like a year, and we liked Greenville. I just don't know. I don't think I want to say like I've lived in South Carolina for the rest of my life. But then also like, okay, well, maybe it's not as easy as it sounds like out loud, like starting all over. I really don't know.
Yeah.
I
Just
don't
building
know.
up a new business and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of like, I'd have to kind of go to an online business
Yeah.
somehow in the
Yeah.
aesthetics world in order to move. So
My one last skin question was like the red light masks. Are you into that? Like, is that a good
Yes.
thing? And it's just
Yes.
red light, like nothing special about the light. It's just
like
the
red-
color red.
well, it's red light therapy. So first of all, the masks, the ones that like shape that are like have the holes like and out, I don't like those because those lay on your face and when you take them off, you have indentions from it. I like the ones that kind of like go over that
Yeah.
you lay underneath it. Okay. LED light therapy is like my favorite thing ever. It's
Really?
so healing to the skin. So there's red, there's blue, there's green. They have different, and there's like yellow as well, infrared. So red goes the deepest into the skin, healing, collagen production, stimulates like blood circulation, new skin, etc. Super healing, because it's so healing. That's amazing. Most of the time, that's what we need to do to our skin, helping with acne, wrinkles, whatever. But I love washing my face, and I keep it right beside me on my bed, and I lay underneath it for like 20 minutes. I don't have my phone. I have like goggles on. It's like a time for you to meditate. Like you do not get that time. When you go into bed, you're on your phone. So it's 20 minutes, and usually I like pass out underneath it.
Really?
Yeah, but I have to like keep my skincare next to me because you can't have anything on underneath. I just put it on really quick. So makes your skin look good, and also just
And that just covers your face, right? You're just doing that on the face.
yeah, it's good for anything. Like there's ones that can wrap around your body. It's good
Is
like
there a
crazy.
brand that you recommend for people, or is it kind of as long as it doesn't put dimples on it, like you just want
Yeah.
something that
The two, like, there's two good brands. Saluma is a really good brand, and Lightstem. Those are both good brands. They're just pricey. So, like, if you're just not going to do that, just get one off of Amazon.
yeah.
I use one off of Amazon. That's what most spas use are ones off of Amazon.
Just off Amazon.
But even though I used that same one on clients and myself, I still saw a difference. Now I do have a Saluma now, and I can see, like, I think it is better. But yeah, I'm just
And
like,
you can do that
just
daily, every night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
no
who you should get
worries.
sponsored by is Saluma.
Yes.
You just
Already
put up
bought it.
videos and
Give me my
Yeah.
money back.
pay you money.
Yeah, nice. So how can we promote you? What Instagram would you like people to follow? What website? What location? What
So
phone number?
this is okay. So the only thing is that I am not able to take new clients really.
Really?
So yes, I'm sorry we didn't discuss this before.
Yikes. We're just out
Yikes.
here
We're gonna
promoting
get
you on the hottest
flooded.
podcast.
Oh my God, we're gonna have to start doing treatments.
Now, if you are an acne client, you're struggling with acne, like, please still, like, message me on Instagram, because I still will find a way to work an acne client in. Now, as far as the longer, like, relaxation facials, I had to stop like 6 months ago, like, taking new clients, because my regular clients that have been with me from even other spas, like, I wasn't able to get them in. And I'm like, I'm not going to just sacrifice them and be like, sorry, it's going to be 8 weeks. Just because I want more people. And
Gotcha.
I really love, like, I know I would love new clients too, but I really love my clients now. So, like, I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I wish maybe one day I can either have somebody else that I can work with that can help take new
Take on.
clients. But
Yeah.
so yeah, that's the only thing.
So do you just want people to watch you from afar, just kind of creep on you?
Okay, no. So whenever I do have my website, I do want to offer more virtual things. So consultations for estheticians. So that's something
Like
that
you
I definitely
coach.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
And that can be for business. That can be for, like, just general skincare knowledge, and social media. That's what I also want to do. I also want to start doing, like, one of my most asked questions on Instagram, the jelly mask.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, how do you apply it?
Yeah.
There's some people who just cannot. So I'm like, I should do, like, a little workshop, like a Zoom workshop.
Like an at home.
Like where people can, like,
Mm-hmm.
pay for, like, a small little course, not expensive at all, and just show it that way. So I am working on that very soon.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh, and then also I want to see how I can take virtual acne clients.
Oh yeah. Like coach them through.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I want to get that settled and straight, because it's different than in treatment. It's take a little bit longer, but it's possible. There's a lot of estheticians who do it, and I want to get in on that.
Yeah.
But I work all the time, so I'm like, okay, I have to find times
Right.
that I can do that.
Right. And
Love it.
and your Instagram is,
It's at Jocelyn Perez Skin.
and then your website is coming soon, but it'll be on
Yes.
there.
That one, I think my website's going to be Jocelyn Aesthetics.
Okay.
Yes,
And
for sure.
real quick, I just popped into my head, face tattoos. If somebody has face tattoos, does it change anything?
The only face tattoos I've had are people with their eyebrows.
Oh, like makeup stuff?
Permanent makeup. Does it change anything? No, honestly. Like, if you have, like, tattoos on your body, if you use like lactic acid, it really does brighten the tattoo. Kind of, it kind of removes, like, that dead skin, plumps it up. So, no.
Okay, good.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, thank you for being on here.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks for coming on.
Here
We're here for the health of it.
for the health of it.